You're now tuned into the Detailed Did It podcast. Come catch a favor.
God damn, boy, what's that? Some kind of weave or something?
Now tuned into the Detailed Did It podcast, and I'm chilling today with my co-host Anthony Serrette. What's the deal, baby?
I feel good, man. How are you?
How you feeling? I was supposed to do some push-ups, man. I want to get my blood flowing so I can feel pumped. Plus, I want my South Crown t-shirt to be nice and tight.
you want punctuate the pecs?
Yes,
pectoral punctuation. You know, you can do all the push-ups and shit you want. I'm gonna take this Jack Honey or whatever the hell this is.
No, I ain't gonna do no push-ups. I'm ready, man. We on time. Time is money, and that's what we about today. You know what I mean? So today we're gonna kick the show off. We got a special guest that we bringing on the show. He is a good friend of mine, entrepreneur. He's a father, business owner, a philanthropist, if you will. He took a lot of losses in life and made his way back, and now he's reflecting that energy into the community by giving back. And he doesn't just talk about it. He's in the streets. He's out there talking to the people, reaching the kids. He's just doing a whole lot of things, and I'm just so proud to call him friend, brother. And, we just, without further ado, I'm going to just, everybody, streets, or should we say Hubert Brown? What's up, baby? Come on in, man.
What up?
Yeah, man. What up, Rico?
All right.
Who's all tuned in?
So, what's your homie? How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, I'm good. Rico, what up, baby? Rudy J. AG, what up? Let me get on this thing. Hey, what up, streets? Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm so glad you in here, man. What's on your mind, man? Well, let me just lead this thing, man.
All right.
I first of all, I had to bring you on, man, because like you're so outspoken, man. Like you've been through so much, and you wear your smile through it all, man. Like when I see you, I can always expect to laugh. Yeah. I can always expect to smile. I can always expect some genuine love. I can always expect some like heartfelt vibe, and like just we gonna get on some deep topics. We're gonna talk about friends, family, life, and you know how to get ahead. And
pain.
I mean, so let's jump right into it, man.
All right. Well, man, you know, I appreciate you having me, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. You know, I appreciate y'all boys. You know, I always gotta support and respect when a brother, you know, trying to do something, especially bring intellect and enlighten to our community by any means, right?
For sure.
First and foremost, man, you know you my boy.
Already, man.
You know what I'm saying? We go way back, you know. So
So like how did you get started? Like, you know, you're a rapper, you're a philanthropist, you're always out.
Now let's go further. Let's go deeper. Let's go back.
We can go deep.
Like how did it start? Like how did Killer Streets become?
Yeah, like what is the origin of Killer Streets? You from like the west side?
Yeah, I'm from the Liquor Court Projects, and so you know, I was born and raised in the Liquor Court Projects. You know, my mom was on drugs. Same old story. You know. Moved to the east side. I moved to Lakeside, actually, you know, with met a couple of my homeboys. Started a record label, you know. Started a record label, 15-5, you know. Just hustle, grind, you know, in the streets. Just being a victim of my surroundings.
And was this like CD era? Like, give people a time frame. Was this MP3? Was this digital?
I mean, it was CD time, you know, CD era, man.
Shout out to 15-5 though.
Say, check this out, man. I could tell y'all about a little bit about my life. Like, I'm like,
didn't you go to prison? Didn't you do some time?
Listen,
I mean, I didn't want to put your business out there, but I think me and you are cool enough that
it's all good.
I know that you did some time, because like
I did prison time.
on this show we want to highlight how no matter what you go through in life, you can overcome. You can dig deep. You know, the things you go through, your failures are the seeds to your success.
Check this out, dog. Check this out.
Preach on that.
Me and my homeboy and them, right? We always joke around. We always, I call ourselves intellectuals, you know? And
facts.
We have conversation. These is facts. I don't really mess with people if they ain't enlightened, man. And, you know, if they don't know what's going on, I can't tell you. That's not my job here, right? So, a lot of my friends, they say, you like the black Forrest Gump, right? I'm being 100.
I love Forrest Gump.
So check it.
What happened to play
Hold up, let me see. Okay, we back on.
So check it, right? So they say, man, when you tell us about your life, you know, and everything that you've done in life, like, we can't believe that, you know, like, dog, when I first started rapping, when I first got into the music industry, I was dealing with RIP to my boy Corey Ball. You know, we was hustling. You know, I went to the feds, like you said. You know, what he gave me the game, Corey Ball gave me the game, as far as he told me, he said, man, I'm finna give you something you will never have to worry about being broke again in your life, right? And he taught me how to whip. And he said, don't nobody know how to do it, and if they do know how to do it, they not telling nobody, right? And I was like, dog, you know.
So, what do you mean? He told you how to whip. What does that mean?
He told me how to cook, you know, how to cook drugs.
Wrist game proper. So
okay. Yeah. So
okay.
But listen, dog, listen. He did that.
I was gonna ask that question.
Let me tell you though, bro. Listen, he did that out of love.
Yeah.
He did that because he loved me. Do you see what kind of environment we growing up in?
Right.
So in my environment, in my surroundings, in my little box, as a kid, as a juvenile, as a youth, in my surroundings, in my environment, that was love to me. You know what I'm saying? That was considered somebody showing you love.
Okay, so for the viewers and the listeners who
it wasn't nothing negative about that. It was pure love by doing that, because he gave me something that helped me through life to overcome the situation that I was put in, right? He said, if you're gonna be here, go ahead and know how to get the money, because everything gonna be against you. Every single thing gonna be against you, right? So I'm gonna show you how to get money. Even though everybody getting money around you, they don't know how to do this, and this is valuable, right? If you know how to do this.
So he basically taught you how to fish. He didn't just give you a bunch of fish. He taught you how to fish.
He gave me 10 fishing poles, right?
To the pond and showed you how to work, right?
Yeah.
All right. So for the people that may not understand that term,
but out of a hood respect, it was something out of love. You know, it wasn't nothing negative.
But for the listeners, I just want to break down what you just said. So in so many words, a person that you kind of looked up to, a mentor in that setting, gave you the ability to create a business, a product, if you will, and you were able to like reap the benefits of that versus just getting the product and being on it. He showed you how to make the product.
He taught me business 101, right?
Okay.
He said, be the boss and not the worker. That's what he taught me. That's what he gave me. He gave me boss credentials, right? He gave me my stripes before I was even ready for the stripes. He said, I don't even want to see you go through all of that.
How old were you at this point in life?
Man, I was probably like 18.
Okay.
18. And man, everything went, you know, I mean, as far as the hood life and the street life, it was gravy. Like Corey Ball was from Houston. He was from the Dead End, from Halter Street. And the Dead End is where all Screwed Up Clique was from. So Fat Pat, Big Hawk, all these guys was Corey's homeboys. Right?
Crazy.
And so that's what I'm telling you, they call me the Forrest Gump. Shout out to Houston, man, right? Al D, you know, my boy, dog. Like, so Corey Ball introduced me to everybody in Houston. He showed me with swangers and candy, and I was like, man, you know, and we go up to Houston, all these niggas were hustlers like us. And they was equal to me, you know what I'm saying? And so from right then and there, these were people I looked up to in the music game, right? But I see they was hustling just like us to get bread. And so Corey introduced me to that side of the life and the glamour and the money, and he showed me how to be street. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
he said, now this street right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the money, the candy paint, messing with the artists and messing with the women, you know what I'm saying? So Corey Ball was like I got a good real father, right? But the street, in the streets, he was like my father in the streets though. And so he introduced me to a lot of people and a lot of things, and that's what I got the danger zone on my arm still, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Corey Ball. And that's what introduced me to the music. I wasn't even, you know, into the rapping. he was showing me about the business of it. You know, he was like, man, we're gonna run this record label, we're gonna get this record label. And I was always good at marketing and coming up with things, so I came up with the logo, the Danger Zone logo, you know. And so shit, it was on, you know, and then he got killed. But before he got killed, he plugged us with everybody in H-Town. Everybody in H-Town knew who he was. I used to kick Big Hawk ass in motherfucking live basketball, right? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Hawk.
Big Hawk used to come down, dog. I used to take his money, you know.
Shout out to Big Hawk.
That nigga used to get mad, dog. I used to be killing it, right? So Big Hawk was one of my real good homeboys, but I was introduced to all of them guys, so that's how I kind of got into the music thing. And so, but I always wanted to be the boss. So Corey got killed. I went to prison. I got locked up probably 9 months after he died.
How long were you in prison?
I did 4 years in Three Rivers, and then I did 2 years in El Reno, Oklahoma. And so, yeah, I mean, you know, that shit was, you know, prison is prison, man. You know, it's just like, but I gotta be 100 with everybody.
But so many people come out of prison and they can't get back right.
Let me tell you, dog. I gotta be 100. I gotta speak truth. So I say when I come on here, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Tell it,
right?
This is the truth channel.
This is how I went to prison, right? Law's kicking our door. I'm in the bed with a woman, whatever, and my little homegirl. It's 5 other dudes in the house, right? Bam. One of my boys get caught with some drugs. They come down to my room. They come down, you know, come get me or whatever. And I say, whatever in the room is mine. I don't got no drugs. It was a drought. I ain't had that in like 2-3 weeks. You know I ain't got nothing in here. So, you know what I'm saying? So I know I ain't got nothing, you know? So anyway, they come in there, take me out of my room, they handcuff me, whatever, throw me in the room. I don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So the female that I have in the room, you know, I ain't gonna say her name, but she kept it 100. I ain't gonna lie on her. But they found some drugs, 3.7 grams in her bra.
Oh man.
Right?
Okay.
So now they had to wait till a female officer got there. When the female officer got there, she took it out of her bra. Right? I had nothing. I didn't know it was there. None of that. So I'm sitting in the living room. The officer's talking about bingo. And I'm like, what the hell this nigga talking about?
3.7 is bingo? 3.7 is bingo?
Yeah, bingo. We got him.
We got him,
right? So they come out with this 3.7 grams, this little bitty bag of drugs, right? Now me, I'm like, dog, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, I don't even sell no shit like that. Right. You know, like, come on, man. You know that ain't my shit, you know? They like, yeah. Well, you say anything in your room is yours. She was in your room, and she had it. Look, this what they do, dog. I'm telling you the honest to God truth, man. This what they did. So they take the handcuffs off of her. They send her to the door and kick her out. She said, what about my car? Her car was parked in the backyard. They was like, fuck your car. Come back and get it later. Walk. We was way over there off of East Houston when you go past Foster Road. We was out in the country, way out there. So she had to walk, you know what I'm saying? They told her to walk and kicked her out. Slammed the door, locked it, and came back to me, dog, and threw that shit in my chest. Now that's your dope.
Oh, wow.
You see what I'm saying? Listen, dog, check this out. Check this shit, real shit. The female officer was like, no, that's not how you get him. No, that's not how you get him, right? Yeah, I got an affidavit and everything. I told my lawyer she said that, right? My lawyer went and talked to her. She said that. Boom, my lawyer got her, right? Got the affidavit, all that. I'm like, dog, I'm getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't mine. Dog, come to court. They like, look, Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. Did they hit you with that? Unfortunately. What up, Danny?
Look, Mr. Brown.
Shout out to Tim
right?
Black too, man.
They said, we need you to read something. I was like, what's up? He's like, well, we have an affidavit from your defendant, you know, that's on your case, David Ball, right? He's like, he wrote an affidavit on you, right? And we want you to read the affidavit, right? And I was like, man, David ain't wrote no app, you know, like y'all trying to make me sign something, right? And I was like, man, I ain't signing nothing. So I read the affidavit. Now on the affidavit, it said a lot of things that only me, David, and my homeboy, which is his cousin, Boo Bellotti, we only knew. Like Boo Bellotti, I went and got him from H-Town. You know, he was on the run. They had, you know, he had a little warrant and shit. And so I went to H-Town at 2 in the morning to pick up Boo Bellotti. Nobody knew, and then we just drove back, you know, and he had been down here for like 6 months. And so this on the affidavit. Like, don't nobody know that. Don't nobody know how Boo Bellotti got down here, you know? Like, and they like, yeah, defendant B, which is me, went and got defendant C, which is Boo Bellotti. And from H-Town, and it's like intricate details that I know this nigga saying it, you know? And listen, dog, and the nigga just lying and fabricating shit, you know, like, you know, yeah, we've been selling drugs, this much drug, you know, this how much drugs we sell. So then what they do is add up. Say, you know, you say, just hypothetically speaking, right? Say, I sell a bird a week. They say, oh, well, that's 4 a month. Oh, well, that's 12 months in a year, right? And so now that's 48 birds. Damn. Now, how long have y'all been knowing each other and dealing with each other? 4 years. Oh, 48 birds for 5 years. Yeah. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, and now they got this other indictment on me. And it says, okay, we gonna let you go on this because we know, you know, you could beat this. But we gonna come back with the conspiracy on this. And this is what we gonna hit you with. You might be gone for a month.
Don't it take
a
3?
Year. Me, Boo Bellotti, and David.
It does take 3 to create a conspiracy.
Me, Boo Bellotti, they couldn't take him. They couldn't take nothing. They couldn't take all 3 of us if they didn't get me too, because it was just 2 of them. They couldn't get us with a conspiracy, so they had to get me with something. So they got me with that shit, right? Bam. Now I'm falling in the trap. Now I got a felony. Now I'm exactly where they want me to be. I got it. Okay, they say, if you sign right now, we'll give you 3 years. You know, for the 3.7. That really ain't nothing. You don't even got 5 grams, right? I'm like, damn, 3 years, right?
That's a year
months.
That's a year gram, right?
Well, yeah, like for some shit that ain't mine. You know, like, damn. And they say, or we'll let you go today, because then we gonna come back and get you with this conspiracy for this goddamn 48 keys a year for 5 years. So do you sign for this or do you sign for that? So they put my life in a box.
That's crazy.
That's what they do.
No choice. I took the lesser of the evils. You see what I'm saying? I was faced with a choice to take the lesser of the evils, bro. And I said, you know what? I done got away with so much shit. Cocky little nigga, you know? Got bread. I ain't got no little nigga bread. Nigga, I got $70,000, nigga. Like, I'm like, you know what? Shit, all the shit I got away with, all the shit I done did, nigga, I'll take 3 years. You know? I ain't telling on nobody, right?
So you do the whole 3?
So look, I signed for the 3 years. I go to court to get sentenced. I'm in federal court, bro. The United States of America versus Hubert Brown, right? Woo. Ain't did shit to America, right? I'm like, God, the whole United States of America against my little black ass. You know how little they make you feel, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's on purpose. Everything is on purpose.
So look, nigga, I'ma stick my chest out. You know what I'm saying? In court, right?
Right.
So when I go get sentenced, dog, I gotta tell the whole story, dog, because if I don't tell it, you know, it won't be told, right? They gonna just be like, oh, this nigga just a felon, drug dealer ass nigga, right? Nuh-uh.
Right.
God had a better plan for me, dog. I had to go through this to see that shit ain't for me, right? That ain't the shit I want to do. But anyway, so check this out. So as I go through court, nigga, I stick my chest out. I say, man, you know what? Deanna was like, hey, you got anything you want to say? I said, yeah, I got something I want to say. I was like, dog, I want to say this whole system is fucked up. Like, this whole system, they blackmail me, you know. They making me sign something that I did not want to sign, which was not true. I had to sign for it anyway, right? I'm telling it. I feel like I'm
you telling it right here,
niggas, right? Right. Dawg, I gotta be 100 though, right? Nigga, I gotta be 100, nigga. So listen, I'm telling it right there to the judge what we done already discussed in secret. So the judge hit me like this. She said, oh, okay, Mr. Brown, so do you not want to sign this plea agreement? Did somebody coerce you or force you to sign that? Do you want me to retract that? Right? But me knowing if they retract it, they gonna try to hit me with
the big one.
With the big boy. With the big boy.
They already had
Like,
them
what
already
you wanna
pleased.
do
They already got
around-
them two. All they need is for me to go ahead and buck the system, and they gonna hit us with the conspiracy. Right? So, dog, I'm 19, 20, 21. You know, I'm a young cat. Right? So I'm like, shit. Nah, Your Honor. I'm good, Your Honor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and take this shit. And dog, I took that shit, you know? And so that's how I got my felony, right? But while I was in prison, dog, I realized, dog, I never been in a gang. I was from the Lincoln Court Project, you know, everybody out there, blood, my whole family, all my family is Bloods, Lincoln Court, LCG. I moved to Lakeside. All my homeboys was Crips. They had Harlem 30s out there in our neighborhood, right? So all my homeboy, Crockett Block, all of them, everybody that's my homeboy just so happened on this side, they all Crips, but my family all Bloods. So I just never got into the gang banging, right? I was always taught to be the hustler. So I sell to the Bloods and the Crips.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, and they all cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Because they know nigga streets ain't with that shit. You know? The streets ain't no blood. He ain't no crib. Nigga, that nigga cool, right? So that was kind of a great thing. So when I went to prison, niggas already knew me for not being with that shit. And niggas that knew me from the streets, they were like, nah, that nigga ain't with no gang. Because that's the first thing they ask you. What gang you claim? Like, nigga, I don't claim shit. They like, oh, nigga, you better claim something. You better claim something quick. You know what I'm saying? You better claim something quick, nigga.
I can't
like,
go to prison, man. I can't do it.
nah, it ain't for everybody. It wasn't for me, dog.
I
You
be
know?
the hardest barber in there, though.
Bro, listen, dog. Oppression ain't for everybody. But you got to deal with it. You adjust to the shit, and you make the best out the shit that you can. And that's the same way with prison. And they sending a lot of our little brothers to prison at a young age like me, so they hurry up and get us with a felony. So all these other opportunities are negated from us early. Quick. Hurry up. Oh, 3 of them. We got to get 3 of them. When the mass incarceration was going on, that's when I got caught up. The mass incarceration, when they were just throwing niggas in for conspiracy, started giving niggas 1 for 100. You get caught with 1 gram of crack, it's like getting caught with 100 grams of powder. You see what I'm saying? So we get caught up in the mass incarceration. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, nigga, I'm like, dog, I don't even got no case, no nothing. I never been a juvenile. The first time I get the case or any kind of criminal shit, nigga, I'm going to prison. Nigga.
Damn.
That was your first charge ever?
First charge ever.
Back up. That's terrible, man.
Not jaywalking.
Ever. No jaywalking, no nothing, bro.
Man, you had to have been caught with like a bag of weed or something.
No, dog, I never been caught with a bag of weed. I never had a case before that.
So
I
you
might have had some tickets because I was driving without a license or some shit like that when I was a kid. But my first offense was a felony, a Fed felony. I went to the federal penitentiary.
That's crazy.
Straight
All right,
up.
so did you do the whole 3? You didn't do the whole 3?
No. So listen, dog.
How come you didn't snitch?
Y'all niggas didn't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so as I'm talking to the judge, and I say, no, judge, I ain't got nothing else to say, right? The judge said, well, I think the United States, penitentiary system, USP, is the best system in the world. And you know what, Mr. Brown?
Ouch.
I see that you signed for 36 months, but she was like, and I see you only had 3.7 grams. She was like, I'm going to give you an extended stay to let you see just how great it is. Ooh. She said, I can't give you 5 years, which is 60 months. So I'm going to give you right under that. I'm going to give you 43 months. Boom. Upscale my shit 6 more months.
Wow.
Petty.
Fuck your freedom of speech.
Petty.
Fuck me. Fuck my freedom of speech. Fuck me not liking they fuck me.
Petty.
Right?
Even though you broke it down. Even though you broke it down and still took it, like, y'all screwing me, but I'm still gonna take it.
Yes.
Cause I know the game now.
But people look at it and be like, them niggas just, yeah, all them niggas say that. Everybody innocent, everybody, and dog, and I look at this shit and be like, dog, they might be, dog, shit. You don't never know, because I went through the shit, right? But look, I overcome the shit, right? So I don't know how long we want to stay on me. But we.
Hey man, you start a show right now.
Oh, okay,
man.
okay.
You're educating a lot of people out there right now. So a lot of guys are going through what you're going.
Okay, let me go ahead.
So you did the time. You get out.
I get out.
And then you start rapping.
Okay, so this what happened.
No. I remember you telling me you were gonna while you were in prison.
I was in prison.
You said you were gonna do X, Y, Z. Can we just cut to?
I'm gonna get right there. So
time.
when I was in prison, one of my best friends to this day, Marvin Renteria, he was Crockett Block. His name Marv Loke.
Shout out to Crockett Block.
Yeah. So Marv Loke was locked up, right? He a little bad head, dog. He coming there. I've been there already, right? Like 3-4 years. I'm on my way out. I got like a year left. Marvin get there. He coming there boxing, nigga. I like, damn, that little nigga just like me, right? He from the Toad, right? They like, man, little nigga from the Toad came to the compound. He got in the fight in the locker room, woo. So I'm like, all right, man. They were like, man, you need to go talk to her.
Okay.
So I go over there and this Marvin, So I go talk to Marvin and he like, man, ain't nobody gonna be punking me, nigga. I'm a Crockett Block, nigga, da. I'm like, hold up, little nigga, it ain't like that in here, We chill, dog. We fed, nigga. We got bread, nigga. We eating,
This ain't no steak.
This ain't the steak, nigga. You calling him fucking shit up, nigga. So, nigga, we take Marv under our wing, dog, right? Some other niggas, man, my boy Tashawn Peoples, man.
Shout out to Top. That's my
boy. Man, that's my boy, man.
Real God. Real
and he took me under his wing when I got there, right?
More bully.
M-O-R. Now I got that on my chest, right? Like we for life, dog. Like Todd, I don't even speak about him. I shouldn't even say it. That's it about him.
You gonna say something to him.
Boy.
Don't be saying my name, man. Don't be saying.
But nah, man, I got nothing but love for that boy, and that boy took me under his wing the way I took Marvin under my wing. And Marvin was rapping, and so then we got a studio and everything up in the feds.
Wait. There's a studio?
Yeah.
Man, what do you mean? Wait.
It's a studio. You can go in there and record.
Tax-paying dollars are going.
Yeah, bro. You can go.
Damn, on tax-paying dollars.
Dog, hold on. These are items that they took from drug dealers. This is not taxpayer money. This is drug dealer money. And since they took it from them, they using it in the facility. So why hate? You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga getting this bitch.
Okay. So
don't hate, dog.
So it's a full-fledged studio in the feds.
Hold up. I did not know there was a studio in this.
Engineer, Pro Tools, the whole stretch.
Listen, dog. When we were there, it was like this, dog. Like it ain't full that studio like this right here. You know what I'm saying? But you got the mic. You could do live band and everything. Right, you know what I'm saying?
But you can cut a record inside.
You can record.
Yo.
You just can't record on this. You can record on a tape. You can record on a CD. You can't record, just like digitally. I don't know how that goes. We can record on a tape in that time. And then check this out. You had the CDs. You had a whole bunch of CDs, dog, and they had nothing but instrumentals because they had karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you could go in there and get instrumentals and just put them in, write you a song, and it's to the beat, and you go out and perform it.
Wow.
Anyway, long story short. Me and Marvin won the competition every year for the for the talent show, right? We had a song called Jailhouse Rock, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's the Jailhouse Rock. It's the Jailhouse Rock. We go rock. We go rock. We go rock it. I say, all right. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Marvin. So I was like, man, when I get out, I'm gonna start a record label. You know what I'm saying? And Marvin was like, man, because when we be riding, what you call riding, when y'all just be up chilling, smoking,
yeah.
And y'all talking and talk about the world.
Hold up.
Y'all be riding.
People don't understand what you're talking about when you mean riding in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
So let's break that down real quick. I believe you mean when you're out in the yard maybe, and you take a walk around the yard, around the track, and you imagining how it is on the inside, kind of like what happened in the movie Life when they were talking about the boom boom room.
Yeah.
So you visualize what you're gonna do before while you're out there.
While I was in prison, right?
What up, KJ?
Listen, dog, and this is what happened to a lot of brothers in there, right? And it happened to me. And so while I'm in there, I found a piece and an inner being inside of myself. Because you so alone and you so by yourself, right? So much time, and you thinking like, what if I'd have did this? What if I'd have did that? What if I'd, now my girl gone, now my kids, like, what's going on? Right? You got all this shit in your mind, and so while you sitting there and you thinking, like, you realize, like, yeah, my body is here, but my mind is gone some motherfucking where else. You can imprison my body,
but you can't
imprison my mind, dog. Man, right? So your mind is everywhere. So when we say we riding, we ain't even here. We just walking around this track, all four of us talking.
Right.
But we in the world, like, man, yeah, I used to fuck that bitch, man. Sheila, nigga. Yeah, nigga, yeah, I know Sheila, nigga, yeah, man, I used to knock her off, man, like, you ride, like, you in another world. So that's when I first was introduced to the inner being, into our inner soul. And
when you say inner being, I think just so there's clarity for the viewers, I think you're speaking on, you were able to tap into your higher self, your divine self, that person, that being within inside of you, your soul.
At that point, I didn't know what it was. At that point, I just knew it was something else. I didn't know nothing about it, but I knew it was something. That's what got me into it, because I'm in a hole. I'm probably on transfer, going here to there. You know how they put you on a gasoline treatment, mean they take you from this place to that place to this place. They call that gasoline treatment, where your ass don't want to act right. They keep shipping you. You know what I'm saying? So, so you be alone a lot of times, so that's when I finally, I was like, damn, what the fuck, who the fuck is that? Like, talking to me. Like, I'm going crazy up in this. I swear to God, I heard some motherfucker say something.
It fucks me up so bad to think that they could be doing that shit on purpose, where, you can get shipped off from one place to another, and then, you lose track of people. People probably mailing you stuff, and they, the mail doesn't get to you. And
man, bro,
you said, like, you always alone.
It's like, it's psychological warfare. Ooh. All that stuff, dog, the whole ride. Like, you might beat the case, son, but you won't beat the ride. Right? Now the ride is the hell you gotta go through, bro. That's like if you get a DWI, right? You like, damn, nigga, I wasn't drunk. You know what I'm saying? Pull you over, he say, nigga, I'm gonna give you a DWI. You like, man, I ain't even drank nothing. He like, blowing him. You blow, right? He say,
even if you don't blow and they take you down.
Either way, right? You gone. He say you got a DWI. You got a DWI. Now you down there, right? They say, well, look, can we take your blood? I'll take your blood. They take your blood. You say, yeah, I wasn't drinking, right? They take your blood. Now, you locked up. You down there. You away from your family, away from your time. You got your vehicles getting towed, right? You still sitting in there. You got to sit in there all day. You got to bond out, right? You still saying, I ain't did nothing. I wasn't drunk, right?
Shout out to J-Boy. I see you, J-Boy.
You still get locked up. You still go through all that. You still bond out. Now you bond out, right? And they say, okay, you got a DWI. Now you got to go to all of these classes until you go to court. Like, nigga, I got a job. I got kids. I can't go to no motherfucking classes.
They getting that check.
But that's the ride. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by the ride. You might beat the case. Like, by the time you go to court and do all that and da-da-da-da, you might beat the case, but you still have to go through all of this,
bullshit.
Bro. All right, and that's where they get us at. You know what I mean?
So back to where you were saying, you visualize yourself making this big old music company.
So Marvin was like, man, I said, man, when I get out, I'm going to start a record label, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be raw. He was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to call it. And he was like, shit, nigga, you always be talking about 15.5, nigga, for the bird.
What does 15.5 mean, though?
That was how much we used to pay for the motherfucker.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so anyway, I ain't incriminating myself. I'm telling the truth. It's going to be some truth telling today, right? This is the man that I was, not the man that I am, right?
That's
so
why I
paid my debt to society to tell my story.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying?
Amen. Likewise.
I paid my debt, dog, so I could talk about my life, right? So Nez, check it out. I started 15.5, dog. My brother was like, yeah, man. And I was like, man, we're gonna have 15.5. It's gonna be a bird, you know, the birds. Nigga,
yes,
the
it
birds
is.
Fly. So my brother was an artist. My brother drew up the logo and everything. He was on the outside. And so he was like, man, we gonna get it started. So I told my brother, and it was gonna be me and my brother, man, you know.
What up, Jaron? What up, Eddie?
Yeah, so bam, man, we started 15-5, bro. And everything was gravy, everything was good. You know, I got out of prison, dog. When I got out of prison, the first artist I found, I tell my brother come to the halfway house.
Is it Mike Green?
Like, nah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Mike Green. Shout out to Green, dude. Yeah, Green.
Shout out to Mike Green.
Nah. My brother come to the halfway house, dog. I'm sitting in the halfway house. And my brother come, he got the DBA and the LLC, you know what I'm saying, to our record label, the 15-5. He like, nigga, I know that's gonna make you smile. It's like, hell yeah, dog.
Okay, all right.
So I signed that shit, we signed that shit, that go 15-5. So when I get out the halfway house, probably like 3 months later, man, I'm on it. Like all my homeboys, everybody hollering at me, they already know Streets is back. I'm back, dog. They getting at me, they calling me, dog. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do this shit the right way. Right?
The Streets is calling, literally.
I'm gonna do this shit the right way, dog. Right? So, boom, we get out, start the little record label. My brother had a little shop called Pharaoh Hip Hop Shop. It was right there off
Shout
of
out to
Walters.
Pharaoh.
Yeah, it was off of Walters and Commerce, dog. I mean Mittman and Commerce. At a little barbershop right there, Sam's barbershop.
Already, shout out to Sam's Barbershop, been around forever.
Yeah, dog.
Shout out to Sam's, man, with the big ass hands.
Yeah. Old school Sam gave us our first little spot, our first little business right there, you know, in this little corner over there, right? So it was Pharaoh Hip Hop Shop. He used to sell Gucci belts and all this Louis Vuitton shit, you know. And so, bro, I found Blackout at River Center Mall.
Oh, shout out to Blackout.
Man, I found that Blackout, and Blackout was in the, we used to have a CD store over there, and Blackout was like, man, you know, me and my homeboy, my brother, we rap. I was like, yeah, I'm looking for rappers. Straight up.
Just so
I was looking for rappers. He was like, you know, he started spitting the verse, right? He spit a verse, dog. Then he spit another one, he spit the hook. That's real. He spit the verse, he spit the hook, then he spit another verse, right? Then he spit the hook. Then that nigga was like, yeah, that last verse was my brother's. But it was so hard I had to spit it. I like that Blackout, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah, dog. So anyway, they was living in Second Baptist, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so we met up with Blackout and T Crazy. They was in competitions.
Shout out to T Crazy.
Yeah. So Blackout and T Crazy was in competitions, and they knew about Triple B, Michi, Solo D, all them Northeast Side little niggas that was rapping at MacArthur, and they used to have dance competitions. So Triple B and them come with the dancing, you know.
And that one, Triple B was like Triple B,
man, big boy,
big boy.
So he come with the dancing, dog, and man, dog. So we turned the whole 15-5 thing. My brother, you know, had the vision of, okay, we're gonna get a routine. We gonna do it like this. We're gonna do it different from everybody. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put on an act. We gonna put on a show.
All right.
And so, you know, our first performance, we had my baby mama, her little son, little Isaac, and the song was called The Army, and everybody, you know, rap on there, dog. We had an army. When they came, bro, we had probably 20 people, you know, rapping. Like, so it was a real army, dog.
So, hey, but hold up, but like, so fast forward real quick.
Let's go.
Yeah, cause I can just remember that. All I remember is Black and Silver, man.
Yeah.
I remember that the Spurs. I want to say the Spurs people reached out to you guys, or something to that nature, and you guys had the Spurs anthem for that whole summer or whatever it was.
Is that a championship summer?
Yeah.
So
it was, and you know how that worked, man. DeJuan Blair, shout out.
DeJuan Blair, yeah, that's the big homie,
boy, man. You know, G Hill. You know.
Oh yeah.
G Hill too.
Yeah,
Georgie.
Shout out to Georgie.
Man, they showed us love. Like, you know, they actually put us in and put us in contact with people that we need to be in contact with. Like, they was like, man, y'all need to hear them. And they was like, okay, we'll do a Spurs anthem, right? So the Army was like, man, we gonna do it. And so they did the Spurs anthem, and that shit was dope. And that's when that black and silver came out. I mean, the black and gold.
Black and yellow?
Black and
yellow, yeah. Wiz Khalifa shout out to Wiz
And
Khalifa.
so they was like, fuck it, we gonna do a black and silver. You know, like shit, we ain't gotta get paid for it, nigga. We gonna get the fame for it. You see what I'm saying? Like everything ain't about money, dog. Like, you know, so boom, with that opportunity, it opened up doors of all kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? But we didn't get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? Wiz Khalifa got them spins.
Yeah, real talk.
Hey, but we got the shine.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about Rep My Barber.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Oh man.
So talk about the whole process of it, how long it took to make it, everything. Let's talk about it.
Man, Rep My Barber was real quick. Yeah. It was real easy. It was real simple. It was real love, you know. And so when Detail told me he wanted to do something, and I was like, man, we gonna do it. He wanted a song, right? He was like, man, we gonna do a song, man. So Detail's like, I'm gonna put up the money. I'm gonna pay y'all niggas. Give y'all $500, nigga, do me a song.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So look, dog, check it out. This my boy though. Like nigga, we you know, ain't nobody come on here but Detail, right? That's why I look fluffy now. So anyway, Detail like, man, I'm gonna pay y'all even, you know, like just on the thing, on the strength. Now I'm gonna shoot a video. I'm gonna do all that, you know. Y'all just do y'all thing. So I was like, man, we struggling for money, you know, tight. So he like, all right. So Mike Green got in there,
Yeah,
and
shout out
did
to
the
Mike
hook.
Green, the hook and the beat. Didn't he do the beat too?
And the beat. He did about, man, look good,
So good.
man. And so then got it at my barber, right? So when we hear that, I'm like, man, that's dope, Green Bean, right? So man, we get in there, we wreck it, man. We wreck it for Detail. You know, that was like man, a pinnacle. Like we were transforming into something, you know, that we didn't even know what we was doing at that time.
And again, to give people that are watching and listening a time frame, like what was that, 8 years ago, 7 years ago?
Yeah, probably like 2010, 2011.
That just shows the longevity.
And that's also showing the support. That's also showing like, hey, these guys are doing something positive and big, and like they my people, they're my clients. Like,
Hey,
let's collaborate.
Thick and thin,
Thick and thin, man.
Like
Thick
a
and
long way, it's a long journey. And you know, like, dog, I really want to get on. I mean, let me go ahead and run through this music so we can get this over with. Because I really want to get on some deeper issues.
Okay.
And talk about some deeper things that's going on.
Yeah, because our cameraman charges about an hour, so let's go.
Already. It's all good, bro. It's all
Shout out to my
good.
boy
So
Zay,
anyway,
man.
It makes
Rich
it
life,
nice, though.
man.
It makes it look good.
back to the Black Forrest Gump thing, man. So anyway, all the screwed up clique, I knew them, right? Went to prison, man, sold drugs, had a lot of money, man, you know. Went to prison, dog. You know, that was another part of my life. Got out of prison, started a record label, dog. Not only a record label, the best fucking record label.
Facts.
Not just a record label, bro. Like, we had expectations and our dreams and where we were going. I used to have visions, and I would tell my boys, right? You could ask them, any of them. I was like, dog, I had a dream. He said, a dream? Whenever I said I had a dream, they listened, dog, because I done told them before, and it came to pass. And I'm like, dog, I don't know where this shit come from. It ain't me, nigga. I don't even go to church. Like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, but I be having these dreams. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell my boys, I was like, dog, I had a dream. And they were like, what you dream? I was like, man, I dreamed we was at Martin Luther King Day, and we was putting up posters all down Martin Luther King. And it say, I believe in me on the posters. This 3 months before Martin Luther King, March. And so, dog, we printed up these posters that say, I believe in me.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we put 15.5 in gray. It was all black poster with white letters.
All over the east side.
And in the black was gray 15.5, subliminal.
Right.
Subliminal.
See? Because all you see is I believe in me until you look at it and you see the little gray. Right? So, bro, we got up at 6 in the morning.
And just hit the whole
on
block.
Martin Luther King Day. We went down Martin Luther King, dog. We got staplers. And we had 1,000 posters.
Yeah.
Little paper style posters, right? paper size. That's what I'm trying. I'm giving y'all boys the game on this guerrilla marketing, right? This is what got us where we was, right? Guerrilla marketing. Like, listen, bro, from beginning, from the sticks, from Martin Luther King Park, all the way back up to New Braunfels, every single telephone pole, every single wood surface, we stapled a sign out, right? Free publicity. Now, everybody coming up the march.
You're gonna see that.
Hundreds
of people.
Thousands,
Man, biggest
almost
march in the
500,000
world.
people, right? They think the theme of the whole march is "I believe in me." Dog, we got people watch. Look, hold on, look how good the dream is, dog. I said since we getting the posters, I'm gonna get some shirts. And at the end of the march, we're gonna be down here selling shirts, dog. We sold out of shirts probably in 5-10 minutes, dog.
I remember that.
How many shirts?
I got there late and there were no more shirts.
I said 100 was good. I didn't want to be greedy on Martin Luther King Day.
I would have said, didn't you get 1,000 right fast?
No, because it was free. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, we selling these shirts 15. You know what I'm saying? A piece, 2 for 30, 1 for 20. Dog, we sold out in 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, damn, I should have got more. But it did what it was supposed to do. Right. And that's what tell you, like, subliminal marketing, whether you know it or not, you being marketed to. Every single moment of your life, bro. Every single thing that you do, you being marketed to. And if you know that, then you can tap into other people and market to them, and they don't even know you marketed to them. You see what I'm saying? So we use that against people and made us the biggest. We wasn't the biggest. We didn't have no money. We didn't have nothing. But our persona and our persona and everything around us was big. We dress clean. We got all the girls. Got the whips. You know what I'm saying? Dog, I go in the club. I'm throwing. Listen, bro. I go in the club, dog. I got $300. Tell me this. $300, dog. Listen, dog. I'm gonna get 101s, right? Ain't nothing. I'm gonna throw these ones because listen, dog, ain't no other nigga throwing no ones. Right. You feel me? With 15.5 coming this bitch, nigga, I'm finna throw these ones. Just cause it's the persona. It ain't. I might not spend another $1. The club owner know me. He know we bringing a crowd. My drink free. He not charging Street for no drink, cause Street bringing a crowd, right? Dog, it's all persona. It's all psychological warfare, bro. It's all what you see, nigga. What thing, dog? I gotta say this right here.
Nah, I'm gonna give you the floor, Streets, cause you my guy, man. Like,
I'll tell you, bro, you put that mic in my face, dog. I got to go. I can go, dog. Listen, these is facts, though. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I'm not gonna deceive nobody,
so
dog.
I have a question before you even jump in, because I'm sure this will take you into a whole another situation.
Yeah, so God face.
Do you think that the psychological warfare that you went through, being like incarcerated in the whole system, do you think that whole situation made you think about when you got out to play a whole psychological warfare on, I guess, the masses, just to get your name out and just to get the whole situation bubbling like it was supposed to?
Exactly. What it was is I was enlightened and I was in tune with something that the mass of people, they're not in tune with. I knew that we all connected. I know that they playing psychological warfare on us because of what they did to me. Right? Like, dog, I've grown up to be a successful businessman. You know?
What are your endeavors right now? So I mean, because basically, you went from, in the streets. Okay. You were your mentor showed you how to cook it up, do what you had to do to hustle. Okay. You ended up taking the L, going to prison. You ate that. You didn't snitch on nobody. You did your time. You got out, but before you got out, you mentally and visually created a vision that you saw yourself doing. You went out. You created that vision. It metamorphosized into 15-5, which you, your brother, and the guys of the group created. Correct. It was very successful to the extent of even going and the San Antonio Spurs got to look at it and took on you guys as doing a project for them, to the place that you are now.
To blame it on alcohol.
But to blame it on shout out to Pharaoh.
Hey, I don't know
Brandon Malone song.
I don't
Brandon
know
Malone song.
about this. Like,
blame it on hold up. Blame it on alcohol.
I don't know what happened.
That was Jamie Foxx's song, but. Yeah. Pharaoh, his brother, Pharaoh Brown,
and Brandon Malone song.
They wrote that, right? Am I wrong? Okay, so
co-writers on the song. And they got a Grammy.
So you connected to all that because I want to focus on you streets. Like shout out to Pharaoh, he did his thing, and we're gonna have him on the show because Pharaoh's that dude. Yeah, he can tell us about what it feels like to get a Grammy. Anyway, but back to you streets. You did your thing, and now so you did your music career, and then you left the music career.
I left the music, brother.
You left. You had the hottest thing popping in the city. Yeah. You got songs on the radio on 98.5. Yeah. It's hard for a brother to get on 98.5. They only let one in every 10 years.
That's right.
You guys got in there.
Damn, shots fired.
Yeah, well, it's
we had 4 songs on 98.5. But you
guys
and never paid one dime.
So stop. What made you leave rap?
Yeah, what happened? Like,
honestly, before you even go in there, I think that your voice is what is a captivating voice. Like, and I think that a lot of rappers. I think the whole point of rappers these days, I think they have to have a voice. You know, like Snoop, you hear Snoop, you know Snoop's voice. You hear Ross, you know Ross' voice. Like, and I think that when I hear you rap, I know.
Yeah, you know streets when you
rap.
hear.
I hear your voice. So
for
like,
sure.
Like I think that you had, you like Detail said, you had a situation. Like, what made you leave it all? What made you do something different?
Like, you're a philanthropist now. Like, you're helping the community now. Like, you gave up rapping the females, that lifestyle, the club life, the money, and now you're like raising your kids. You know, you're in the streets marching with the people every day, talking to the kids, gunfights and things of that nature happen in our community, and you are able to go walk up to those people and like try to diffuse things and you know things of that nature. Like, why are you doing that now? Like, why give up the bitches, man?
Hey man, check it out. Check it out.
Just kidding, baby.
Hey, eventually. You got to grow up, and the thing that happened to me, man, it was the fallout between the money, like that music, bro, like is the biggest psychological tool that they have against us. Seen this in a vision, bro. I could tell y'all this, but you might not believe it. I seen it. Like, I was like, damn, that's how we do it. That's how they do it. You know, like, damn, dog, I'm shooting nothing but negative shit to all these people that look up to me. Like, I'm telling them nothing but negative shit. Sell drugs, shoot the bitch in the pussy, like, like all kind of craziness, dog. Like, dog, what? Like, so now, check it out. Not only do I see that, but now the money is involved. Money is the root of all evil, right? Okay. Dog, you got the strongest clique in the city. We 15-5, nigga. We already know. I used to tell my boys, dog, ain't nobody gonna tear us apart but us. Can't nobody tear us apart but us, right? Dog, soon as that money came in, it was a riff. Like, it was like, quick. Like, one nigga took the money and ran. Like, damn, nigga. You got $100 bills flying in the wind, nigga. This nigga gone. Like, stop damn, it. Bro.
That's terrible, man.
And so, that in turn, once that happened, then it was a divide. Now, it's the truth and a lie. You gonna either ride with the truth or you gonna keep living this lie. And I just ride with the truth. Hey, man, look at this. This what happened. This was going on.
It sound like this is a whole new podcast if you.
No, dog, but I'm just gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it short, bro. I'm gonna keep it short.
A real story with 15-5.
I'm gonna keep it short, but I want people to know the truth.
That boy Clifton said, "Yep."
Hey,
shout out to Cliff.
He know 100, bro. And so what that did was called a rift between us that we call ourselves brothers, right? And money, and greed, and envy, and jealousy, and all that came in with the money. It jumped right on in. It came right with the money, right? And so then when you got one brother that see it and say, dog, this shit bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you fucking me, why can't I say, dog, you fucking me? What's wrong with me telling you fucking me, and we done been through everything. So now you think I'm fucking, anybody fuck with him, y'all don't fuck with me. Now with the same psychological warfare that they play on us, he played on them. He got the money. Pharaoh got the money. He ain't gave us none, but we know he got it, and he got the money, and the streets
Wait
out.
a second, hold on, back up. You just drove past some shit. Like you said, Pharaoh, that's your brother.
Yeah, that's my brother.
He took y'all money?
Dog, and I felt like I had to speak up for everybody. Well, no matter what the consequences was at the time, you gotta tell me, dog, where the money? What you doing?
So y'all doing all these shows, all these hustling.
No. Hold on. Not that we wasn't making bread. We was making our bread. You see what I'm saying? Because once everything start jumping off, bro, now you got to use your own mind. Like, I'm not going to wait on no money. You know, that money come, nigga. It come in cycles, dog. It don't just come like that. So we still had time to wait, you know? So what we did, we said, fuck it. We're going to benefit off of it. And we put it into work right then and there. And we start doing Black and Silver, and we start doing Real Ish, and getting shit on the radio without that.
Make sure we play Real
because
Ish
of that
during this thing.
But because of that, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't about that, but it was because of that we were doing it, but we didn't have the money. So the money started generating in our hustle. It was our hustle, dog. Like, not only was we selling CDs, bro, not only did we have booths at every flea market selling 15 5 CDs, our own shit. Not only did we start downtown with a fucking real permit that we only had to spend $100 for, and gave everybody a copy, nigga, and we legally sold CDs downtown to the tourists. We didn't give a fuck if anybody in San Antonio ever bought our CD, dog, because we had a CD that we was selling downtown, and it said San Antonio's #1 record label on that bitch. And all the tourists was like, for real? Right. Yeah! Shit! 2 for 15! Goddamn! Shit, yeah! San Antonio's #1 record label.
Marketing.
So that's all pretty much like shit that like MCs and, you know, rap groups. I'm sure they don't do it no more.
They don't do it. They don't get out here and grind
heavy, but they're not out there actually interacting with people, and touching hands and giving out.
When
CDs
you don't get out at a store and a nigga ain't out there selling his CD, they not grinding. You know what I'm saying? You remember them times when you always get out, nigga be selling something, right? Like, you don't even see that shit no more. Now they just like, nigga, I can do this shit on the internet, right? But it's more personal, dog, if you get out there and make that bread. You forgetting that you gonna make that bread right then and there.
Yeah, word of mouth has way more value and way more weight than a like.
But you know, like, the groundwork is the hardest
than a
part.
status like.
So, people can sit in their room all day long,
shout out to Lance
out a bunch
Williams.
of rap songs, but actually getting out there and hitting people that you probably know that don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? You can be like, yo, my CD.
That's
and
it.
then the next person, yo, my CD.
Check this out, man. This is one of the things. I'm dropping these jewels on boys today. All right, this is one of these things, dog. Look,
love it.
On the guerrilla marketing, right, bro? This is what we did. I went to every single store in San Antonio, all the little hood stores, all that stuff, man.
Was Commerce Street Records running around at that point?
I mean, I think they was like, when we started coming up, they was on their way out, dog. Even though we used to mess with them, dog, straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. My go-to.
Dog, you gotta see. A lot of people don't respect all the old school, like Big House Click. You know,
Big House for the 97 food on trip.
Yeah, Big House Click. Come on, man. You got people that were legends. You know what I'm saying? Right. Third Degree. Yeah. When they was doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, it's their time. You know, everybody had their own time, dog. You know, and so anyway, after the music thing, dog, when I said I'm gonna step away from it, as I started seeing that, I was like, damn, nigga, I'm gonna kill this nigga over some music and some money, and this is my blood. You know, like I had these
talking
thoughts.
about Pharaoh. You talking about your brother?
Yeah. I'm saying I'm just having these thoughts, like not only him, but all the other niggas that I'm with, because
you made the stand. You're the one in the group that made the stand.
I'm standing up for you, fool. Right? I'm telling them, I'm standing up for you. And I feel that. I do feel that. You know what I'm saying? But if you'd have stood up then and stood with me, dog, Michi and Mike Green stood up with me, dog. They still with me, dog. And look, me and Michi had fist fights, nigga. I don't even know, probably like 4 or 5 of them.
Hey,
you know
who won? Who won?
Over disagreement. Sometimes I won, sometimes Michi won.
Hey, shout out to Big Meech.
Big Meech, that's my boy, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog. We truth telling today. Right? Sometimes I won, sometimes he won, dog. You win some, dog. If you ain't never lost a fight, you ain't been in no fight. That's how that goes.
Man.
That's how that goes, dog.
That's game. If you ain't never lost a fight, that's deep. You ain't been in a fight.
No, dog. Like that's what people don't understand. But anyway, I told you I'm dropping jewels, dog.
I'm trash, man.
I came to drop these jewels.
I ain't never been in a fight.
Hey, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this guy Hubert, man. Y'all tell me if y'all got any questions for him, because we about to close up here in a little bit.
All right, what
we got you, cameraman Zay.
What we got?
All right,
come on,
man. He did this.
Let me go ahead. Let me tell you something, man. Let me go ahead and drop these jewels, dog, so we can get through all of this. After the music, man, not to be bashing nobody. Me and my brother cool now, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say
people go nah, dog, because that's what it's supposed to be about. That's what
you gotta forgive. See, so after that, bro,
message.
This is what happened. And Detail went through some things, and I went through that. Right, I said, man, I'm gonna start a record label, right? I started street music, and I got all my gangster niggas. Got Marvo, you know, from Crockett Block, he got with me, dog, and I got all my gangster niggas that sell dope with me, dog, and the girls, and the baddest girls, right? And we started street music, dog, but we came to Broadway Bar one night, dog, and I'm up in there, and I'm fighting them niggas. Furious, bro.
Rest in peace to Broadway Bar.
Wow, I'm fighting, right? Me and T Crazy, dog. We out there fighting, right?
That's your friend, though. T Crazy is like.
And these people I love. These people I love.
Shout out to T Crazy. That's my guy.
Check it, dog. Check it. These people I love, bro. This ain't no lying. This truth telling today. So I'm the Broadway boy, dog. I can't wait. Manny, the owner of the club. Shout out to Manny. Manny say, Streets, don't do no shit up in here, bro. Right? I tell Maddie, I say, man, Maddie, I ain't gonna fight nobody in your club, Maddie. But when that nigga step out that door. So then,
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this shit.
We taking shots. I ain't gonna go all into them, but anyway, we taking shots. Anyway, T Crazy, he said, I'm going outside, right? All them niggas on that side, they don't want to go outside. T Crazy like, fuck that dude. I'm going outside, right? He go outside, right? I tell my nigga Marvin, I say, see, nigga, I ain't raised no punks. He want it, nigga. I ain't raised no punks, nigga. He want it, nigga. So, dog, no talking, no nothing, nigga. I said, I'm gone. I'll go right outside, dog, right? Right behind him. And so, man, T Crazy turned around and say, Streets, man, don't be tripping. I'm like, nah, nigga, you know what it is. We just start going, dog, you know? So, you know, that's how the kind of...
Hold up, who won?
Yeah,
T Crazy won. Hey, hold up.
Hey,
that's how real.
That's real.
That's how real this guy is. So,
T Crazy won.
Everything he said before all this lets you know he's an authentic dude, because he's just gonna sit here and tell you he hyped up the whole story about him getting into a fight to tell you at the end of the day he lost that fight.
Yeah,
it goes back to what you said. If you ain't never lost a fight,
you ain't been in a fight. So anyway, that shit don't bother me, dog. You know, we win some, we lose some. That's my little thing, right?
Man, fuck with us.
But I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? Not to be an excuse, but I was drunk. Little nigga got it while I was drunk. You know, but anyway. So,
shout out to T Crazy KO, man.
Listen, dog, we fighting, dog. So, I get up, dog. I see this nigga. I'm grabbing by his shirt. You know, I got my hand in the sweater, dog. And I'm trying to hit this nigga, right? And I'm looking at this nigga in his eyes, dog. And then I look around, dog. I got Marvo fighting. You know, right? I'm holding this nigga T Crazy, then I let this nigga go. I'm like, hey, stop. I'm trying to break it up, dog. Right? I'm breaking everybody up, man.
Because it's supposed to be just y'all two fighting everybody.
This is my niggas.
Right.
This is what I got with my niggas. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all, right? But at the heat of the moment, now this man done got punched. Now he calling people. So now I gotta stop it because I don't want him to get killed.
Oh man.
You see what I'm saying at this time? So what happened was, so Marvin, that's Marvin, my boy, partner. You know what I'm saying? That's his shit. So I tell Marvin, I'm like, dog, tell the nigga it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Marvin tell him like, no.
Anybody show up?
Hold on, check it out, dog. Check
Listen.
it out. Fuck. Marvin, I go tell Marvin like, dog, tell him it ain't like that, dog. They don't know, you know. They ain't like that. They not no killers. They not no, you know.
Yeah, this is some family stuff.
This a family. This between me and them.
Yeah, it's family.
But he got hit. So, dog, it's a shell right there on the corner of Broadway, dog, and 410.
You know exactly what you're talking about.
Man, my boy Payne Casanova, shout out. Real
Shout out to
nigga.
Payne. Shout out to
Casanova. Payne Casanova like, man, let's get these niggas. Right? Man, let's get these niggas, man. And I'm like, no. I said, man, we was out there promoting one of our shows that was coming up. I was like, man, let's go promote. Let's go promote. Let's go pass out these flyers. And Payne like, man, you don't want to get them niggas? I like, no. Let's go, right? Payne looking at me like that, like, you know, he a street nigga.
I know Payne.
Dog,
I know Payne.
He lost heart for me. You know, I'm his leader. Dog, the nigga looked at me like, nigga, you don't want to get these niggas? And I was like, no, bro. No.
It's
Let's
not
go.
like that.
Let's go. And the nigga looked at me with a look, bro, when he lost heart for me. You feel me? And I seen that. I seen the T Crazy thing. I seen the Mexican. Now, we go to Shell. Marvin ride with me. Marvin say, pull up to the Shell. I pull up to the Shell. Dog, there's 4 Mexicans there and 2 Chargers. They sitting there, dog, heated, strapped, AR-15, choppers, all this, right here at the Shell. Mexican pull up. You know, he in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Marvin, me and Marvin behind. I'm like, Marvin, tell the niggas chill. It ain't like that, bro.
Marvin just got hit though. Marvin just got
No,
smoked.
Marvin was fighting too with me. Marvin, my boy, was in prison together.
Wait, is he the Mexican?
No, Marvin, my boy.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking
his
about the
homeboy is the Mexican.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking
So
about the
look,
Mexican.
Marvin,
only.
my nigga, he know he love me, dog. Me and Marvin, dog. I love that nigga. When he buried, he gonna be there, and when I'm buried, he gonna be there. That's how that's gonna go. Whatever.
Already,
That's me and my boy, right? So Marvin go plead my case to him, and he like, man, he's sorry, da da da. Them his brothers, da da da.
Talk, LA.
Don't do it, right? Save them niggas' life. Yet and still, they still talk down on me, right? Talk bad about me. But I just saved these niggas' life, and they ain't even know it.
You know who you're like? Only me and Anthony gonna understand this. He's Jamie Lannister right now. He saved the city.
The Kingslayer.
The king. You are the Kingslayer, and until you watch Game of Thrones, you won't know what we're talking about. But continue. Yeah, you saved the city, and nobody knows this was hating on you afterwards. But continue.
But anyway, bro, you know, I don't mean to
Shout
take
out
up
to
all
Game
your
of
time,
Thrones.
bro. But the real talk of the situation is, say them cats like, they go back in the club, party. Yeah, the victory over streets, right? We slayed him. We got, right? They in there partying, bro. Not knowing that these niggas was finna just walk up in that motherfucker and spray that whole bitch up. But dog,
Burn them all.
at that moment, bro, when I had T Crazy right here, when I had him, and that moment, nigga, I knew I was gonna give rap up. Cause I was like, look at what it got me doing.
That's when you gave
What
rap
it got
up.
me doing. You know
Fighting
what I'm
your
saying?
brother.
That's deep.
I'm fighting my brother.
Fighting your brother,
I'm about to
and you're
kill
fighting
these
Pharaoh.
niggas.
And people
My
get
brother,
hurt.
my blood
brother.
I want to kill him, like, you know, like, dog, this is in me. This is rage because my reputation and my status and my nigga, I'm a street nigga. I'm a drug dealer. I got money, nigga. My niggas is, you know, like all that pride. I was willing to kill my motherfucking brother to save face for some niggas that don't even love me, bro.
Man,
Damn.
that happens every
You see
day.
what I'm saying? For the music and the reputation of the music. I was willing to put my life and kill my brother over the reputation of the music so I could save my reputation in the face of my fans,
Just to go to
instead of
prison.
taking the ridicule, you know what I'm saying, of the conviction of my peers. Like, no.
But you chose otherwise,
No,
Streets.
but I chose otherwise.
You had a presence
I
of
said,
mind.
God told me.
God, that's his favorite
I
line.
don't go to church. I don't go to church, dog. I don't. I'm not none of these religions, dog. But I've studied every religion, bro. As detailed, we go deep.
We go deep.
Dog, because we trying to find our path, right? I say, damn, why they do it like this, God? Right? He said, nigga, they crucified Jesus. You ain't Jesus, nigga. What you think they gonna do to you? Right? I'm like, damn, you know? Like
Revelation.
This is just a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? But before I was on my path, dog, like I still had money. I was still selling drugs. I was still getting it, right? So God told me, dog, in a dream, he was like, man, you got to lose it all.
You gotta wrap it up, Streets. Come on. I know
you got to lose it all. You got to lose it all. I was like, all of what? You know, everything. He said, everything. I still had a little bread. I wasn't rapping. I wasn't doing none of that, dog. I started a nonprofit. I was doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
Did I see you on Facebook one time giving money away?
Yes, dog. Right.
Like you gave away money, like not like here's $5. You gave people money.
Listen, dog. We had all kind of charitable events, right? Helping the community.
We didn't even get into the great stuff you're doing. God. We just got into the thug.
You see, when you get streets on here, you need 2, 3, 4 hours of good time. Because we could go deep.
Friday.
We could go deep, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't even got on no issues. We still on my life. I'm telling you. What you say?
Like before we go though, like talk about all the good things you're doing. Like you know,
like
what?
Well, let me tell you.
I ain't even tripping on that though, Ant, because like he just gotta come back.
Yeah, I do.
You just gotta come back.
I do.
And we need to get it out.
We didn't get on the issues that we needed to get on. Niggas want to get my personal business.
Tell your story, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, hold up. Real talk. This is my show.
Forever and
hold up though.
Plotted it and it didn't go any way we wanted it.
It's okay though because we be freestyle.
It went the way God wanted it to go.
Exactly.
It did not go the way.
But hold up though, like that's what this show is about though. Yeah. This is about guests that are authentic, that we can learn from, that we can, hear their stories, because so many people have your exact story, if not, a little bit different, but everybody's been through some tough times in life, and they could have easily went left, but they chose to go right, or they need someone to inspire them to go right, and you went right, even with the downfalls, the pitfalls, your own brother, doing you wrong, you're fighting your brother, love him. You know what I mean? But that is tough, and that's growth. You know what I mean?
But like the growth that I know.
Oh yeah, I saw the whole thing. I saw everything after
your whole thing.
All right,
I seen your whole thing all the way to this point right here too.
That's real.
You was looking at my life while I was looking at your life. You was like, damn, Street going through it. I was like, damn, Detail going through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially when Tony robbed me, but
at the same time, brother.
Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You gotta listen, dog. And dog, we didn't even get to it, so I kind of want to hurry up and speed it up.
No, we ain't gotta speed it up. Finish your thought. We just gonna continue on Friday.
Okay, let me give you the finish your thoughts, and I'm gonna end it like this, bro. So through the music, I found out the music was not good. It definitely wasn't good for me. God gave me a path. He said, you gotta end it. You gotta lose everything. I said, damn, God.
Job.
I got like 50 grand put up.
The same thing. That was a Book of Job type shit.
That was that Book of Job.
I got like 50 grand put up, Lord. I got 2 cars. My girl good. Got a baby. Like everything good. I ain't selling no drugs. I'm gonna leave the drugs alone, Lord. Right? He said, okay. I said, but how I'm gonna take care of my family? He gave me a job with Stand Up, with the city.
Who is Stand Up?
Stand Up, man.
Cause I see the logo
shout
on
out
your
Stand
hat.
Up, man. I gotta shout out my team, man. I gotta shout out my boys, my girls out there, my squad. We out there stopping shootings and killings in the community, man. We stop black on black crime. We stop pretty much all crime. We help people get informed about their rights. We help people be informed about what's going on in the community, how to overcome the things that's going on in the community, and how to overlook them. And we give them advice. We'll mentor. We're social worker. We're outreach worker.
Yeah, because I need you to come back on and tell the story about how you busted a young child's sex ring in San Antonio, which is major. No, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it right now. He busted open a San Antonio sex ring with kids. He finally lost kid that the police wouldn't get involved with. The mother was adamant. Yeah, adamant about doing trying to find her daughter, and through the works of streets,
Yeah.
he was able to find that girl and bust open some other shit. And we gonna leave. We gonna.
I got an integrity award from the city of San Antonio.
Yeah,
for that.
and he got awarded for that. So he, a guy that went from prison to now saving children. In
I didn't even get into the good. I didn't. All I told you was how I got to where I was going. Changed my life. I didn't tell you how I changed it. I just told you what made me change it.
But hey,
part 2 will be coming soon.
Yes, this part 2 is be coming right here on the Detail Did It podcast show.
I'm sorry, man.
I appreciate you guys for
freestyling, man.
I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate my guests, Streets, and my boy Anthony Serrette, Zay behind the camera, making all this happen. Shout out to everybody in San Antonio. Please subscribe to our channel.
Hey, shout out to everybody that watched on Facebook, man. We see
everybody that's on Facebook.
That was dope.
My boy Lance, everybody that tuned in. Thank you for your for sharing and caring and listening and tuning in. It's not over for Streets. He's gonna be on this show a whole bunch, so get used to him. He's a good guy, and he's out there in these streets really doing the work. But
about to open up a restaurant. Shout out to Ball Hogs Restaurant right there by AT&T Center. We'll be open this summer.
I need a place.
I got a barbecue restaurant about to open.
Shout out to Wesley though, Big Wesley, big homie. He's gonna be coming on the show probably next Monday. Shout out to Wesley. We're gonna talk about how you transition from the negative or maybe the prison life to coming out and doing big things and being able to transition into a more legal situation where you can get your money up and all that good stuff and all the good works that he's doing in the community. So shout out to Wesley and the whole family, Tammy, all of them. I love y'all. Any closing words that you have, Anthony?
Psychological warfare.
That's the name of this podcast. Psychological warfare.
Hey,
shout out to our sponsors, Barbecue, all that good stuff. South Crown Barbershop is where we're hosting from right now.
1010 South Florida, come get a haircut.
Yeah, you need a haircut. Shout out to the team. Book us on StyleSeed or go to southcrownbarbers.com, just like it's spelled. Check us out. We got everything you need. The team is ready for you. What else do I need to say before I get out of here? Shout out to my mom, my dad, my family, my wife, my kids. I love y'all. And all my dope ass clients that are helping making this happen. And definitely for Street Story and my dope ass team, Serrette and Zane.
Instagram at Detailcuts.
Yes, sir.
Instagram at Antsoready.
Streets.
You got Instagram?
No.
Facebook. Get them back on social media, man.
I gotta get back on social media, man. I don't mess around, man.
Get them back on.
I'm an entrepreneur now. I don't deal with social media.
What up, Barbara said? What up, Marcos? What up, baby? All right, man. We're gonna end the Detail Did It podcast. Catch us on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, the whole 9. We'll see y'all on the next show. God bless. Stay humble. Help somebody today. Do something to make somebody smile. And if you need a haircut, holla at us, man. We'll help you put your best foot forward with the fresh cut. God bless and peace out. Peace out. All right.
You're now tuned into the Detail Did It podcast. Come catch a fade.
God damn, boy, what's that? Some kind of weave or something?